of reviewing the strategies for the unit and picking out the appropriate integration techniques. It's also an opportunity to talk about how we can do these things on the calculator, if it's a calculator question. So there's lots of ways to do that on a calculator, and using your Math 9 key. I guess I probably should have put that in there. And also using your second calc 7 key. That's where you can integrate underneath the integrand function. In other words, underneath the rate of change function, and it really shades it in nicely in your graph on your graph screen, which is kind of cool. That's the same thing as using your Math 9 key on the calculation screen. So actually now I feel really compelled to kind of say that. So let me just amend this here. Second calc 7 in graph mode is the same as Math 9 on the calculation screen. Probably kind of a decent good to know. There we go. Okay. So you can do either. Sometimes you're graphing it anyways for other reasons. So that would be the reason to do a second calc 7 over a Math 9. Doing a Math 9 in your equation on the equation screen, the y1, y2 screen, that really takes a long time to generate. We've done that too, where we did a Math 8 and tried to point by point graph the derivative. So this would be point by point graphing the antiderivative, and it takes a long time to do those sorts of things. So I would stay away from, doggone it. Well, it kind of ties into number 3. I would stay away from trying to use the Math 8 and Math 9 keys when you're graphing. I would instead, the integrand is the derivative, so graph the integrand and look for zeros. So, what did I just do? Oh, I changed screens. So I really feel compelled to kind of give that some honorable mention to, for calculating max min, graph the derivative, look for zeros. I guess I kind of said it, using second calc 7 in equation screen, and that's not and trying to graph an integral takes too long. Probably better way of saying that. You can do it, it just takes too long, and we know we need that time on a test. Okay, know your essentials. That's really vague, but know that derivative flip book and know how to use it backwards. So that's definitely super important. And then I would consider this an essential. Know that if you're seeing 1 over u squared plus a squared, or the square root of a squared minus u squared, you're going to have that as inverse trig and inverse sine antiderivatives. And really, those are the go-to ones. I would be very surprised. In fact, you probably could knock me over with a feather if anything else showed up. I would be very surprised. So any questions? Okay, so I need some quick feedback from everybody here. So this is going to be in WebEx. And I've kind of presented information in Blackboard two separate ways. Early on in the year, like Unit 2 is an example. Early on in the year, I was just giving you hyperlinks, and then you could go access the video. You would take you to the WebEx thing, and you'd access the video in WebEx. And then I switched over, and later on, like Unit 5 and 6, the 6 is just an example, I actually physically uploaded the video into Blackboard. So you had it right in Blackboard. So I need to know from you which one works better. Okay, because I'm never using this from the student side. So if you could get into WebEx and just in the class space, just vote. Just say I like Unit 2 or I like Unit 6, or it doesn't matter. They both work the same. I just need some feedback from you all because I just need to know what works best. I want to put something out there that's the most efficient. The only example I can throw out is if you don't have internet access for some reason, then maybe loading the videos is the way to go because you can download them to your iPad before you leave Wi-Fi, and then you have them on your iPad. So I need to know which works best. So take a second to vote. So I'm just watching the votes come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're okay. So maybe I got a few more votes to tally here. I just want to put out there what works best for you. I will always have a hyperlink. I just really want to know if uploading the videos is a really big thumbs up or a kind of unnecessary thing. All right, looks like we got pretty much everybody here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They're still waiting for a few more. Okay, so we're going to let that play out. Oops, didn't mean to click there. There we go. Okay, so how can I incorporate, still talking about the same essential question, right? We've had this now for like half the unit. How can I incorporate what I know about derivatives to find antiderivatives? We're really relying heavily on just that, reversing that process. So the differentiation rules, that's the foundation. Keep your derivative flipbook handy. I'm going to go out on a limb here and speculate. I always get nervous when I do this, but I've been hearing some early organizational things in terms of the AP test, and my gut feeling is that maybe they won't be making you put all your resources away for the test because of the virtual environment we're in right now. Huh? They are full length, absolutely. They are definitely full length. You're going to have multiple choice and free response, just like you've been taking all year. But I'm hearing some rumblings about virtual options. And so my gut feeling, now I could be 100% wrong about this, but my gut feeling is that if they have a virtual option, I don't know how they can make anybody really put away their materials. Because if you were at home, so the question is, how do they control that in a virtual environment? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. So my reaction then is if we make you take it face to face, which is not my decision, but it's a district decision. If they make you take it face to face, is College Board going to say, well, since you're face to face, I'm not going to let you have anything out? To me, it wouldn't be fair. Yeah, to me, I would encourage everybody to take the virtual option. You know what I mean? So this is my limb that I'm going out on. I really kind of think they're going to let you have resources out because of that. So keep making those review sheets at the end of each unit, keep organizing stuff so you can find it quickly. I think that might pay off for you in the long run. Okay. I'm really going out on a limb here, but that's how I feel. And I just want to kind of be upfront about that. All right. That's why I say keep these things handy. Okay. So we are looking at topic questions today. Obviously no notes for tomorrow because tomorrow starts our review day. Since our review day is on Friday, I'm not going to put a test on Monday. I'm putting it on Tuesday. So we're going to have 2 review days, Friday, Monday. Okay. And so we don't have any con, because they don't have any con for this one, which is weird. It almost never happens. But I have some old school pencil and paper homework in the note packet for you. And there's a correction. Hopefully you caught it a few days ago. There's a correction to number 13, I think. I had the wrong color. Yeah, number 13 on page 38. I'll try to repost that. I know it's up in the messages. I'll repost that, but number 38, the power should be negative 2x. So why don't you go ahead and get into the topic questions, and then you can start that pencil paper homework or finish any outstanding con. So this pencil paper homework is going to count as a con. I'm going to have you upload it in Blackboard like you would do with corrections. It's right underneath day 13 in Blackboard. Oh, here it is. Let me just repost this. Number 13 on page 38. If you scroll up, you'll be able to find it, but I can just repost it really easily. There we go. Please make that correction on page 38. Should be e to the minus 2x. I just forgot to change the power from question 11 or something like that. So you're identifying some identify method, then use that method to solve the question. Yeah. Thank you. I had to modify the instructions too. If you notice in Blackboard, I have a video of so that you can kind of hear me talk through what I did. So. Yay! Woo! All right, so home crew, I'm just going to stop the